Throughout history, great minds have understood that success is not merely about talent or external advantages, but about the inner belief that one is capable of achieving greatness. Stoicism, one of the most powerful and timeless philosophies, teaches that our greatest battles are fought within our own minds, and the path to excellence begins with the conviction that we are already equipped to achieve greatness. The Stoics believe that if we act as though we are already the best, without arrogance but with deep internal confidence, we cultivate the mindset necessary to overcome obstacles, remain undeterred by failures, and consistently push ourselves towards self-improvement. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most revered Stoic philosophers, once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This is the foundation of self-mastery, acting as if you are the best, not to deceive yourself, but to align your actions with your highest potential. Imagine walking into a room full of people, and instead of shrinking back, you carry yourself with quiet confidence, not because you think you are superior, but because you have decided to own your presence and control your mindset. This is not about arrogance or entitlement. It is about discipline, preparation, and belief in your worth. Epictetus, a former slave turned philosopher, taught that the key to power is in how we perceive ourselves. He said, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." In other words, growth often begins with discomfort and pushing beyond the limits we impose on ourselves. Many people remain trapped in mediocrity not because they lack talent, but because they allow doubt and fear to dictate their actions. They hesitate, second-guess themselves, and surrender to the external opinions that tell them they are not good enough. However, the Stoic mindset teaches that our worth is determined not by external validation, but by our own discipline, character, and willingness to strive for more. Consider the story of a young warrior who was constantly told he was too weak to become a leader. He was ridiculed for his lack of experience, his humble background, and his seemingly impossible aspirations. Yet, he did not argue with his critics. Instead, he began to act as though he was already the leader he sought to become. He woke up earlier than everyone else, trained harder, studied strategy, and maintained unshakable discipline. Slowly, his actions became his reality. The people who doubted him were forced to acknowledge his growth, and he eventually rose to the highest ranks. This is the essence of Stoicism: mastering oneself, embracing responsibility, and refusing to let external circumstances dictate one's destiny. Seneca once wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." Every moment we spend doubting ourselves, waiting for permission, or hesitating due to fear is time wasted that could have been used to take decisive action. The secret of acting as if you were the best is that eventually, through practice, discipline, and commitment, you become exactly that. This principle applies to every area of life. If you want to be the best in business, do not wait for someone to tell you that you are ready. Study harder than anyone else, work longer hours, and cultivate the habits of the greatest entrepreneurs. If you want to be an athlete, act as if you are already at the top, wake up early, train relentlessly, and push beyond the mental and physical limits you once thought were unbreakable. If you want to be a great speaker, act as if you have already mastered the art, practice speaking every day, study the greatest orators, and develop the confidence that commands a room. The world does not reward those who sit in the shadows waiting for validation. It rewards those who step forward with unwavering belief in their own ability to rise above challenges. A great example of this is Arnold Schwarzenegger. Before he became one of the greatest bodybuilders of all time, a Hollywood superstar, and a governor, he acted as if he had already achieved those things. When he was just a teenager in Austria, he trained relentlessly in the gym, not just lifting weights but visualizing himself as a champion. When he came to America, he did not wait for permission to become an actor. He built himself into a star through sheer willpower. This is the power of acting as if you are the best. You train your mind to accept no limitations, to dismiss the noise of doubters, and to focus only on what must be done to achieve greatness. The Stoics teach that true confidence does not come from external success, but from internal mastery. A Stoic does not need validation from others because their confidence is rooted in their own preparation and resilience. A Stoic does not crumble under pressure because they have trained their mind to embrace hardship as fuel for growth. This is why Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." This is not a call to fear death, but to recognize the urgency of life, to act with purpose, to refuse excuses, and to seize every opportunity for growth. Many people waste their time chasing approval, comparing themselves to others, and allowing setbacks to define them. But those who adopt the Stoic mindset understand that comparison is futile because the only true competition is with oneself. If you wake up every day determined to be better than you were yesterday, if you face obstacles without flinching, and if you refuse to let failures break you, then you are already embodying the philosophy of acting as if you are the best. This does not mean being reckless or delusional. It means aligning your actions with your highest potential and holding yourself to the highest standard. Imagine two people with the same skill level. One hesitates, waits for the right moment, and doubts themselves. The other steps forward, takes action, and believes in their ability to figure things out. Who will succeed? It is always the one who acts, the one who refuses to let doubt or fear dictate their future. The mind is the most powerful weapon we have, and when trained with discipline, it becomes unstoppable. The lesson of Stoicism is clear. Act as if you are the best, because through relentless effort, self-mastery, and unwavering belief, you will become exactly that. Stop waiting. Stop doubting. Step into the arena of life and own your destiny. The greatest lesson we can take from Stoic philosophy is that we are not limited by our circumstances, but by the stories we tell ourselves. If we act as if we are already the best, through discipline, confidence, and consistent action, we shape our reality to match our aspirations. The journey is never easy, and there will be moments of doubt, setbacks, and failures. But the true Stoic does not crumble under adversity. They see every challenge as an opportunity for growth. Think of the greatest figures in history: leaders, athletes, philosophers, and warriors. None of them waited for permission to succeed. They did not let fear dictate their path. Instead, they stepped forward with unwavering belief in their mission, even when the odds were against them. The same principle applies to you. The moment you decide to carry yourself with the mindset of someone destined for greatness, you will start taking actions that align with that belief. You will no longer hesitate, seek approval, or fear failure. You will embrace every challenge with the knowledge that your mind, your discipline, and your resilience are your greatest assets. The world belongs to those who act, not those who wait. So today, right now, decide: will you continue living in doubt, or will you act as if you are the best and let your actions prove it? The choice is yours.